All right, let's get started. Where are we? So, Tamara, have you managed to catch up with the call?
Yes, I did.
So, you have a look at the 6 questions?
Yep.
Good. Then the 6th question, just a quick reminder. I think Katrina will coming up soon, but she might be just finishing off work. So what's your dream? Okay. So what is your highest priority of this lifetime? We just quickly go through what's the 6th question, and then we go into free-flow discussion. Then question 2 is this your dream or someone else? Number 3, are you settling for less? Number 4, what will you feel like when you reach your dream? Yeah, that was coming in. Last but no, 5th, what step can you take today towards your dream? Are you telling yourself, I can't have my dream? Hey, Adele. Looks very sexy there. Somebody wearing work clothes.
I was going to say, we've got 2 people in high vis, doing their safety work in high vis.
Safety first. Sorry, I'm a bit late.
That's okay. Yeah, we were just quickly going through the 6 question that we went through on Monday. Have you have a chance to No, okay, fine. So the question is, the topic is pursuing your dreams. Okay. All right. So I'll ask the 2 people or 3 people who have went through the call for some of you like to share after attending the call or watch the replay. What are your thoughts right now about your dream?
Well,
anyone?
Interestingly enough, my dream's always been to have a healing hub. And when you were talking in the car about the land and stuff, all that kind of went ting, 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 when after that call. But that's just one part of it. But the other thing is, I had been I belong to another group that have a coach in it as well, and I was talking about setting up a women's healing circle, and I said I'd reach out to someone to find out. I know that there's a grant available called the Seeds of Change from, I think it's Merri-bek Council, and so I reached out to her and she said, well, that's not available until November, but I've got now 2 contacts that who are art therapists. Like, it's coming together, and as I talk to people, ideas are flowing. So it's funny how when you put something out there, then the next step already comes in. So I had to smile because I'm already on the way before those questions came.
Good, beautiful. All right. So it's something about when you can dream it, you need to be able to see it, then you can do it. Tamara, what were you going to share?
I was going to say, my dream has always been to sort of help people and support people through all sorts of difficult experiences, and I'm doing that. And how do I do that? The dream now is, how do I do that better, and how do I educate more people to support people in the way that I do, and in the area that I do. So that's the next step.
Beautiful. Linda?
Help people to have to have an abundant life, and to travel and just draw to me more things to do, and have fun.
So all of the above, which one is really your first priority for your own dream?
Help people.
Could you feel it when you say help people?
I love helping people, always have. That's why I was a nurse.
Well, for Helen and Tamara and Katrina, I'll let Adele leave out that. So for you ladies, when you hear from Linda, when she said, these are my dreams, which one of those actually you could feel that she has more energy when she speak up about it?
The help.
Having fun. Katrina goes help, and I said having fun.
Yeah, no, well, having fun, absolutely. There was a change in voice. Travel, there was a change in voice, but at the very end with that helping, that was very from the soul.
Yeah,
Mhm.
it was. Yeah, most definitely.
Good,
Thank you.
good. Thanks for the feedback, ladies. All right. So Adele, I know you haven't watched the call yet. So it's about talking about our dream. So what would be your highest priority in this lifetime? So we cover this on Monday. Then it is something for us to think about. When we dream.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Look, there's lots that I've been thinking about. I feel like my life in a lot of ways has been stuck on the treadmill for a really long time, and I've lost sight of what those long-term goals are. But, in terms of, I think for me, it's creating a lasting gift for the next generation or for the coming youth, so that, I feel like so many people just don't help. They don't volunteer. They don't put the good vibes out there into the world. So for me, when I want people to think of me and that legacy that I want to leave, there's definitely a massive element of, creating something that's lasting and beneficial to others. I feel like there's been no energy to devote into that. So it still feels quite fuzzy what that is. It's not as crystal clear as what the other ladies seem to be. It's still pretty fuzzy for me, but still there nonetheless.
Thank you for your honesty. So for those who has been on this journey for a while, they have the unfair advantages when we talk about your dreams. So it's not like whether you started late or started, sooner, but it's, as long as you have that in your heart, it will be rebirth. Nothing to beat yourself about.
For me, it's baby steps and one step at a time. And
Yep.
As it all comes together, so will the plan.
Mhm. So I think this, go on, Tamara.
I was going to say, one foot in front of the other, one step at a time, 1 foot in front of the other, and you'll get there. You'll work
Yeah.
out, suddenly, probably at 3 o'clock one morning while you're lying there, it'll come to you and go, that's my dream, that's my passion, that's what I want to do. And it'll just pop into your head.
Exactly. Yeah. Because Tamara slept in on Monday and didn't come to the call. Wow. I didn't want to do it, but you keep on doing it before Adele came in. So I was going to tell her, like, it's okay. Because everyone said, Tamara didn't come. She never missed a call. But what happened, Tamara? I let the horses speak.
I slept in. I set the alarm and I slept through it. I was actually awake at 4:45. I remember looking at my clock and it was 4:44 and I had really bad reflux. And I thought, I'll just sit up and I'll sit on the lounge. And I completely crashed and I went to sleep and I didn't hear my alarm and I didn't hear anything. And it was 7:05. Anna comes running out of the bedroom going, oh my God, we slept in, we missed the meeting. Oh my God. Catherine's going to kill me.
I can imagine that thunder in the house could bring the roof down.
Oh yeah. And
You
suddenly
weren't
she had to pack everything. So she forgot all the food that she bought. I've still got her food sitting here. And it's like, I've got to get the grandkids to school. I've got to go. So she left half her stuff here. So it's like, yep, okay, whatever. It's not like I won't see her again. So
And guess who is missing the call tonight again?
yeah, I know. I noticed. She's not on, I think
Well,
she's
this-
driving.
Yeah, she sent her apologies. It's like, I just laughed. I was like, you're such a yeah. But it's not giving, Tamara a hard time, but Adele, like Tamara is also going through very similar to what you're going through. Like she has to deal with lawyers, and the other side has not been very kind as well. So, sleeping in actually rather like you guys could get a good night's sleep. And this is recorded. Oops, maybe Monday no one is going to show up. Oh, by the way, good news. Monday I'll let you get all sleeping in because it's public holiday in Victoria. Look at Katrina. Is
Yes.
like,
So we get the morning off. Yay.
the good girl is like, not coming out, being the naughty girl. Okay, I distracted. Yeah, so because June also had 5 weeks, so I felt like, oh wow, we could have a break. I mean, we can have a break from the teach. For me, actually, I have to get a break for the week. But we could still meet for those. I think we could call it like coffee time, but I think Anna would like to call it the Merlot time. But I think with this time around, we'll call it the coffee time or the tea time. To just have, the girly talk.
The girly chat, the girly talk.
Yeah.
Mm.
So everyone's happy. No one is calling Catherine slacking off for the week next week.
No. So when do you want to do the Merlot time or the coffee time?
It's probably Thursday, same time. It's good for everyone. Is there any challenges for anyone to come? Our American sister might miss it, but like I'll get them to wake up at 4 a.m. their time.
Yep. And they can have a coffee.
So is that Thursday the 15th?
Next week, 15 years. Yes, that's correct. So we have a coffee time together. All right, back to so yeah, Adele. So we it's not that I totally understand. I cannot claim things that I totally understand what you girls are going through, but I understand where you guys are at. Okay, because for you guys to be on this container, that says a lot as well. Because you want something. Some of you don't know where you're heading. Some of you know where you're heading, but you know that you want to be part of a tribe that will help you to accelerate. Okay, so I think this is very important. What's most important for you to experience, explore, or embrace this time round? Okay. Until you answer this question, your life goal will be off purpose. If it is not aligned with your inner passion, your intention will be lacking power. Lack of power to attract the people and situation necessary to become a reality. So what did Helen say? Whoa, I thought of that it came. And then we have this call. Isn't that a confirmation for her? And I think it's a confirmation for all of us. When it is not truly aligned with ourselves, it seems like some of us could be very successful in doing things, but you feel like you're dragging your feet every day in what you're trying to pursue. And sometimes, I'll speak the truth because as a career woman, I felt that, if I walk out of psychology, what do I know? Seriously, I thought about that. Doing 30, 40 hours consultation and maintaining a practice running business, providing all kinds of services to organizations and dealing with staff. I felt like I didn't sign up for this. But after all these years of training, I invested 8 years of my lifetime into this training, this so-called get the title. Felt trapped, to be honest. I felt trapped at that time. I don't know what I would do. I actually said to my girlfriend, I said, I'm scared that I have to go back to McDonald's and flip burgers, which I did. I flipped burgers. And it was so disgusting. All right. So what is your dream right now that you feel I might have lost track along the way? But you knew that there is something really been poking you. When you sit down very quietly, it pokes you. Anyone have those experiences? It's like, but then it's right in your face. Anyone would like to share the experience? It's important to learn from one another. I have plenty of those.
Well, I
No,
think I was going to
yeah,
say
go.
for me, I have had those moments where things have like just sort of poked at me and said, you know, um, you know, you're not doing the right thing. What are you doing? You're stuck. You know, things. You know, you're here to be doing more than what you're doing currently. And I had that, when I was doing my cleaning, when I was cleaning way before I became a counsellor. And I remember just about every day I'd be cleaning and I'd be going, I need to be doing more than this. You know, I have a higher purpose on this planet to be doing more than cleaning up other people's shit and other people's rubbish. You know, what is my higher purpose? Why am I here? What was I meant to do? I know it was meant to do something, but what was it? And it was while I was doing that, and a young 13-year-old, 12-year-old girl, actually at the time she was 12, came in and started talking to me, because all the kids talked to me because I was working at a youth centre. And because I was a cleaner, I wasn't a scary adult. You know, I wasn't a teacher, I wasn't a police officer, I wasn't a scary adult. And they'd all talk to me. And I realised that through all that, I'm here to help people and support people and work with people who've experienced trauma and help them get through what it is they need to get through. So that was one of those little pokey moments that, you know, yeah, because what she needed me to support her with, I could support her, but not properly. And I wanted to do it properly and safely. So that was my prompt to go, do your counselling, go and do that.
How beautiful is that?
And I'm still in contact with that young lady. So,
Oh,
mhm.
I'm sure she will have tracked you down. It's
Yeah.
amazing how some of the people could track you down after how many years.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
I don't think mine was a poke. It's more that I knew that whatever I was doing it was aligning up for the right people, because it's been a journey for me. It hasn't been an easy journey, but now I'm picking up that it's a sense of urgency. I'm picking up that I want to heal this planet. I want to, like the original people of the world. They need the land back. They need to go back to what they used to do, and which was in tune with the environment. And I know that I've got a part to play. What part that is, I don't know, but I know that my psychic skills are just going through the roof. That's why I'm feeling a lot more. That's why it's a bit scary for me as well, because it's pretty intense. But I also know it's part of the process, so it's not as, so I have that duality. I think, yep, I'm a Libran, would expect. But it's like the cards that just keep flying out of my hands, and they're just all aligning up. No matter which ones I'm using, they're all saying the same thing, that my trauma is back here, and there's a little bit left to do. But once that all aligns, everything's gonna, you know.
Definitely.
And I found my tribe. You know, I've had a lot of disappointment because I thought I found my tribe and it wasn't. And yeah, but what I want to say to people is it's a push and pull, but just, you know, what lights you up? What did you love to do? Because I didn't know what I loved to do as a kid, because I didn't have that. I just knew things were going to get better. That's all I knew.
Good.
And I shared today in a group that, you know, I thought I was broken. You know, that's what I thought. And I wasn't broken at all. It was just that I didn't feel connected to people and didn't know why. And I realized that I have other things that, I have a unique way of relating to people. It's not the same as everyone else, you know.
Thank you, Helen. Thank you. Very brave of you to speak up. Who's here is normal? Anyone is normal here? I'm looking around. I can't see any.
Who wants to be normal? I don't.
So boring, eh? The norm is like, if we don't conform, we won't be accepted. You won't belong. Really? Has anyone tried? I was joking. Like, I was speaking to my coach because she's helping me to narrow down my my statement, and some of you thanks for voting. So that is much more clearer now for my. And we were joking. I said, you know what? I think the soul sisterhood. They love the soul sisterhood that that we call our tribe, and they said. We always say you are not alone, but I said, well, if we want to market this, if you want to call people like me, I'll just point finger at myself first. I've always been doing things on my own. When no one wanted to start a private practice with me, I just went and start something until they were so jealous. To be honest, I can tell they were jealous because I just get business everywhere. When I want to start some businesses, people say, are you crazy? So the tagline with that particular pillar is going to say, come as you are. Everyone's welcome. I'm not creating a Barbie doll tribe. And we just crack. I said, yeah, you know what? As a girl, I never owned a Barbie doll. Anyone own a Barbie doll? I never owned a Barbie doll. And I never wanted a Barbie doll. It's okay, Katrina. We accept you. But here we are very diverse. But we're also very special as we come together. So go for your dream. You are no longer alone. We are here to support you. Some of us might take longer. Some of us might run faster. It doesn't matter. It's not about our ability. It's about our heart. When it is the right timing, things will come together. Okay. So what it is then, Helen, I think this is also very good for you, is are we settling for less? Are we settling for less? I use myself as an example. I spent 8 years at uni doing training. In terms of getting the return of investment, I should stay in this career for life in order to maximize, because I can honestly tell you, I will be very comfortable just taking the referral, because I know everyone's have 6 months waiting list. But again, that poke, I know something is missing. So definitely settling for less. Not just me, but my husband, every time he see me walk out a call from here, he said, this is so different for you compared to when you're doing your consulting in psychology. So are you settling for less? Or is there something that I could help you guys today with that? You know, that little bit of leap of faith, that one step at a time. What is that one step that I could help you guys with today to make that first step so that you're not settling for less for the rest of your life, whether it's only the next 20, 30. I know, Anne-Marie, you have another 40, 50 years to go. We might just have 20, 30. But that's not the matter. Is what are you going to do from today's onwards? Let's make a commitment with one another here. So what is that you think you're settling for less right now? And what could be that one small step we could take today to kickstart to pursuing our dream, your dream, something that you might have never shared with anyone, because often we've been told, don't be silly. That's a dream only. It will never come true. Okay, take a moment, think about it. For those who already type into the chat and share with us, what is that little step? What is that you think you're settling for less right now? Everyone looks very serious. I better think hard. So Anne-Marie, what's your are you settling for less? Means, are you not pursuing your true passion, your dream right now? Is that one thing that you're settling for less?
Oh no, I'm pursuing my dream.
Mm-hmm.
Dreams. Sorry, dreams.
Okay. All right. So it's different for Tamara, because what she's saying is right now, unfortunately, sorry, Tamara, this is not pleasant to talk about it, but unfortunately, you and I been in the industry for so long that knowing it could get so ugly. Okay. Especially when it is not amicable separation.
Yeah.
They always push for more.
Mhm.
That's why that's also a very reason when you want to leave. Okay. So, but in the midst of all this, you are learning your worth.
Yep, I'm learning my worth and I'm not going to settle for less than I'm worth.
Okay. So we actually have him to thank for.
Yep.
Through this lesson, very painful, very painful. Not saying that I have like fun and giggle when we talk about this because it's no fun. Someone that
No.
you've married for 28 years.
Yep.
It's very confronting, not just confronting. It's almost, have I been living in a lie? I'm sorry, Tamara, but this is how I feel for you. Am I living in a lie?
And at times I feel like that. But at other times, you know, I know there were good aspects of it. And, you know, I've spent 3 decades with this man, 30 years of my life with him, which is a very long time. You know, it's 2/3 of my life. So, yeah,
Okay.
very long time. But,
Yeah.
and sometimes, yes, I think I was living a lie, but then part of it was to help me get to where I am today and help me understand who I am today. And without his support and without his actions and without, you know, the love that he did give me over that time, I wouldn't be who I am.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah. Good on you. Stay strong. But as you said, no need to beat yourself. There were good time. Otherwise, you wouldn't have stayed for 28 years. Okay.
that's right. Yeah, that's right.
But then you realize, were there all the good time were there? I mean, don't get me wrong, in any relationship, there will be up and down. But you recognize the sign, okay?
Yep.
All right. So Adele, I know you're in the public, so if you don't want to speak, you don't have to. I understand there's a lot of people around you. But it's interesting what you have written. Tamara, look at what Adele just written
Did
as
you eat
well.
your dinner?
Yeah. So exactly. You're not going to settle for him, Adele. Like he's not there. He's not going to dictate the rest of your life. Okay. But it is not easy because we are all individual. Rather than what they think we should earn or have, then
Yeah.
All right. Okay. Katrina, you want to add something?
I was just going to say, I've got to go let my cat in. She's jumping on the screen out the front. She ran out, the naughty girl, when I came in from work.
Go. You don't have to ask for permission. Don't put your hands
So I
up.
was just going to go,
Excuse me,
get
teacher,
the
can I
cat.
go to the toilet?
I'll be back.
Yeah. Adele, feel free to have your camera on. But I'm just saying, like, it's not that people can't see us. It's okay for people to see us. But I understand you have a lot of people around you, so I'm not going to ask you a question. It's okay. I hope you understand. It's like it's fine. You don't have to have your camera on. But we respect your privacy.
That's all right. I'm going through security, so I'll just managing the process as I go, and
Yeah.
I'll respond in the chat if I can't talk.
Yeah, that's okay. Sounds scary going through security. No, I'm kidding. Okay. All right then. So I think we have covered what about the dream, but I want to add something tonight because normally on Monday we covered the area and then Thursday is a reflection and what's the add on. All right. So most of us here have a dream or multiple dreams. Okay. But I think what we can do is I might do this graph. For those who have seen done my challenges, I can tell your future. Oh, let me redo this. So I do this, then you can see it. So you're here now. We all have a dream. We want to reach the destination. Maybe we say Here, we don't know what destination would that be, where we end up with. Okay, so for this one step, small step we're taking, we're going to pursue that. Once we get the momentum, we slowly will get there, reach there. But initially, might be a bit slow. It might take a bit of time, but as long as you keep going through, you will, right? But for those who say, I have my dream, let me take a step, I'll just do the same thing. What would happen if you stay the same? So that's the winner here. So I can predict that in 10 years' time, you pretty much will be possibly stepping on the same ground. When I say stepping on the same ground, it's not like you really were stepping on the same ground. Most likely you might be like the little doggy or cats like to trace their tail around, going around and around the circle. And it looks so familiar, so comfortable. But are you truly comfortable when you're doing the same old thing and expecting a different result?
That's the definition of insanity. Doing the same thing over and over again, expecting a different result.
Mhm. Absolute
Einstein
insanity.
said it. He was
Yep.
a genius.
Yep. And the thing is, you know, I myself, I know that I did the same thing for 28 years, 26 years. I did the same thing over and over and over again and never got anywhere different. Now I'm doing something different and I'm ending up somewhere different.
Mm.
So
It's
you know.
really challenging when you're in your comfort zone and you're safe and you know the routine and you know what's happening, to be able to step out of that into the unknown.
Yeah. Oh, look, there were times before I moved down to Melbourne where I kept saying, I need to be doing something more. I'm tired of just doing the same routine. I'm tired of doing everything the same all the time. I'm tired of this. I'm tired of this. I've done this. I need to do something more. There's something more for me in life. I need to be doing more. I don't want to get up Monday to Friday, go to work. Saturday we do the washing and the chores, and Sunday we sit down and watch TV. And rinse and repeat and rinse and repeat and rinse and repeat. And I was over it and I was tired of it and I was exhausted of it. And I'd had enough. And we came down here and it started to change a little bit, but it was still, we're doing the same thing and we're doing the same thing. And I felt like I was just bashing my head against a brick wall, but he ripped my head off because I was just doing the same thing all the time. It was driving me insane, it really was. But at least now I'm breaking free of it.
Well
Yep.
done, you.
Thank you.
It's very brave, and you are just embodiment of somebody that just believes so much in yourself and what you can offer people. That young girl is just going to remember you for the rest of her life.
Yeah.
Because that's the one positive. Because here's the thing, you know, I come across people that just don't even have that. And I deal with the unknown all the time, and even though I'm terrified and all those things, I'm making gradual and quick, because it's the emotion sides that the emotions that are just holding me back. But every step that I do, and just the first time I met you, and you know, and we had that drive in the car, and just you didn't even have to say anything. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
For me, it's about knowing that what I'm feeling and what I'm sensing and what I'm, you know, that's part of me, and that's where I've come to. You know, what I'm doing today and where I am today is where I'm supposed to be. You know, I'm still going forward, but it just needs extra steps that are being planned.
A bit of fine tuning.
Yeah, exactly. So wherever you are, and I'm talking to everybody, is that I always believe it's the journey. It's not destination, it's the journey. I wouldn't have gotten to here if I hadn't had all those experiences I've had. I wouldn't be so connected to all these other things. You know, I'm very sensitive, but that's okay. Because I can understand that sensitivity a little bit more now.
It's good to be sensitive. that you just know. That's my favorite. I just know. How do you know? How come you go so sure? I said, I just
I
know.
just know.
This is our chart. We just know. No one is going to ask me any more questions. But in the past, all my intellectual, I was going to play a game with you guys. How many of you guys, besides your uni lecturer, you actually have friends that are professor or associate professor? Or they are actually your friends who have done PhD and have done fellowship overseas, and they actually are those intellect can sit there to have an intellectual discussion with you, but when it comes to emotion,
Mm. Or they wear odd socks because they can't human, I call it.
yeah. Anyway, it was a joke. I felt like I'm weird. Why am I having so many friends that are so intellectual and so high, such a high achiever? Yeah. And if anyone says, ask Catherine who she doesn't know. I said, I don't know a lot of people, but if you ask me for something, I'll find for something from you from my friend, and my friend will do it for me. I might not call them for years, but when I call, they will reply my call straight away. Is everything okay? Because Catherine doesn't need chit chat. But when Catherine called, there's the important things that I need to sort things out. So they don't even ask, how are you? It's like, what's up? This is the friendship, okay? But like not everyone could handle this type of friendship. But anyway, all right, going back to the last one is we could stay put, not doing anything. I can tell, like probably in the next 6 to 12 months, things will be still the same. But then slowly and surely, things will go downhill. Doing the same old thing. What Tamara is saying. Is this a real marriage? You go to work Monday to Friday. I go to work Monday and Friday, and Saturday we do cleaning. Sunday you do what? A roast? That was right.
Yeah, do the Sunday roast and watch TV and get ready for work on Monday, and get the kids ready for school on Monday, and it's just like
yeah. So sorry to use the word loser, but that's really a loser. You're losing out in life.
I was losing out in friendships. I was losing out in fun and excitement and challenges. I wasn't being challenged at all. It was just like, okay, I was robotic, and I really was losing at life. I really wasn't moving forward. I really did feel like I was going backwards.
Exactly.
I actually,
at
one point, one of the jokes was I'm sitting in God's waiting room waiting. Like that's all I was doing. Was just sitting in God's waiting room waiting to die.
Yeah.
And that was it. And that was the extent of it.
So then is moving towards your horizon, as Helen said, is a journey. So it's not how much money we make, how much properties that we own. I know Christine will have a different definition, but doesn't matter. Even you own, we can replace our investment into our full-time income. But when there's no joy in it, you'll become a sad old man. Because every year, talking about doing the same old thing, Kelvin loves me to sit down with him on Christmas Eve to watch the Christmas ghosts. Anyone see that? The 3 Christmas ghosts. This rich man will have these 3 ghosts visit him, and he hates Christmas. Okay. And then it's like, are you moving away? Are we moving away? Are you moving towards, or are you moving away from life? Because of these 3 future that you possibly could end up, this is entirely in your hand. Okay. In business, how many people, I'm not saying everyone need to be an entrepreneur to make a business, make a lot of money, make your life being a freedom. Okay. But how many of you know that how many % of the businesses will go past $1 million? How many business will go past $5 million? How many business will go past $10 million? Okay. Don't talk about that because $1 million actually nowadays is not that hard. Like, you know, I have been a small business owner. Not in 12 months that I have made $1 million, but I have made millions of dollars in the last 20 years in the practice. And one day my PA actually said to me, I said, gosh, this is so slow. I can't believe it. It's only so much that we make. And he said, do you know that how many small businesses fail in their first 2 years?
75%.
Then I had my what's that, mortgage broker. Because I was a 5-figure earner, right? In a seller, in a pace, job. Then when I got out, I thought I have to be it's not have to, but it's like I put that challenge to myself. I said, let's make a 6 figures for the first year. But I didn't reach that in 2007. But this guy looked at me like, this is your first year, you walk out your full-time job. I said, yeah. And I really remember that figure is $96,000. Because $4,000, I didn't reach that 6 figures. I felt that I was a failure. Sorry, that's not Timmy. But then he said, do you know how well you're doing? I said, what do you mean how well I'm doing? This is so easy. I work, people come to me, people refer to me, and then that time the GP would just actually call me, Catherine, can you take my client? Because my other story is I used to do cold calling before that. I need to look at the GP doors, okay? However, 75% of the small businesses fail in their first 2 years. But I want to come down to this point because most of us, probably some of you have starting a business, some of you have been around. Katrina been around much longer. She has a proven record. But let's make it the 3-3-3. When someone say, I have a dream, right? Put that into plan and put that into writing and get it started. But about 30% of them in the very first year, or maybe even first month, it's too hard. Because often for us to start a small business is a side gig. When I first started my private practice, I had 1 private client that I go to after my work. Because I wasn't a dreamer, I want to start a private practice, so I resigned from my job and I just open a room and wait for people to come. Go on, Tamara.
I was going to say you had more than I did when I started mine. I had 0. I had no clients. So I started off with 0. So,
yeah.
But it's building. It's building.
It takes time. And then you know what people said to me? Just go for 1. That's a waste of time. I was like, if I don't start with 1, how am I going to get started? All right. So about 30% of the people, as you said, they wouldn't have even actually been paid in their business and it failed already. Okay. And then the next 30% of people that might get started because they have a great idea, great product, they might make some sales. But when they have to up next level, it's too difficult. I'd rather every month I get a paycheck. So I know I have the security. Who's agree right now that when you have an employment, it's actually very secure?
I used to think that.
Not that you have a job that you're not secure. Like in a way, we have seen it, isn't it? The world changed so much. When I had the opportunity, hang around with all the researchers and things like that, we use, in the next 5-10 years, I'm sure there's a new drugs coming out. But during the pandemic, how long did they take them to get the vaccine come out? But actually, every 6 months now, we have new invention. Things are moving much, much faster, except medicine, because we still have to do the clinical trial and everything, but a lot of stuff. Okay. And what happened to the last 30% of the people?
They thrive.
You sure they thrive?
They put in the hard work and they succeed.
Remember, I said the 3-3-3. Those 30% of the people mostly will be able to make a living. But most of them will be very happy that their business are break even, that they possibly can pay their salary and everything's fine. So I can rock up to my business every day. And it's the same old thing. So what happened to the last 10% of the people? Actually, it's a higher percentage. But guess how many of those last 10% of the people, their business could actually be a driving force around the world?
1%.
Okay. So if we use Apple as an example, who started Apple? I really have no idea. I remember when I was in primary school, I started learning computers. That was Apple. Those big boxes. It's quite scary. But then when I got to university, high school, there's still computers, but they were not Apple. I thought Apple has disappeared around the world. And then when I started going to university here, I started to see Apple again. But that was the thing. If you own a Mac, what kind of job do you do when you can afford a Macintosh or iPhone? That's probably in the 90s. Adele is laughing. It's like, okay. So someone found out who is the founder of Apple. Because they actually was the domination of the world at that time in the 80s. And we talk about that being stagnant. I'm fine. I'm doing well. So I don't have to worry. And then what happened? But at the same time, Apple actually was very diversified into a lot of different products. The reason they got revived, it was Steve Jobs came in and said, no, too many things. You need to focus. What did they focus on?
Sales. So Steve Wozniak was the first one to found Apple, and then Steve Jobs came in and helped him.
Exactly. Okay. And what happened to Apple today? The reason I use Apple is because the live battery is amazing. Okay. That's about it. But they are freaking expensive. I still laugh. Because I thought like all these people will queue up for the new iPhone every year now. It's like they will be getting on the news. I thought like, this is such an old news. Okay. But this is one company have survived how many decades? And how many of us actually could think a bank could disappear on this planet? But how many banks has disappeared? Just spoke about Australia, not talking about America. Okay. Well, what's the lesson for today for all of us? When we love something, we'll pursue it. And when we are truly growing as an individual, our business will grow with us too. Because when I talk about spiritually, I'm not saying like we just have to meditate 5 hours a day, then our business will. No, don't get me wrong. If you meditate 5 hours, means I would like you to see you to do 10 hours work, because after 5 hours meditation, you're so zen that you can just focus so much and get everything done in one day in 10 hours. Okay, only joking. Okay, for those who have done it, let me know. I'll be your very good friends to be motivated by you, because I'm very competitive. You meditate for 5 hours. Do 5.5 and I'll do 10.5 hours work, okay? All right. Now, what just resonated with you, what I share? I know I went down the rabbit hole, but what resonated with you at where you are at today?
Well, for me, I've started, I'm building, and I'm putting that effort into working and building my business to be bigger than it is currently. Will I take over the world with it? Maybe.
You don't know.
I might, start a complete revolution.
Never say never.
Never say never.
So watch out, this woman will be very scary.
I'm already scary.
But she'll be still sleeping naked.
Always.
Katrina says, I have a high food. Okay.
Look, as I said to you ladies, I look at bodies all day, every day, so it really doesn't bother me. If you have something I haven't seen before, well, then there you go.
Well, Nikki's daughter sent me a photo last night, and I went, That's a bit weird. But anyway, she's got a lump or rash or something on her boob. Looked like a dolphin. Really did look like a dolphin. But anyway,
I hope she's over 18, okay? If she's under 16,
she is.
please delete
She's
that photo,
25.
Okay.
She's
All
25.
right, good. Whoosh.
No, she's
Like
27.
Catherine has to put that in and go, hold on.
Yeah, she was 27. 28, 27. Yeah, she's 27. Ashley's 27. It's all good.
Yeah, only kidding. But be careful. My friends that actually got pulled over at the airport.
Mhm.
He was the only one who just got pulled into the question room because he is an Australian white male, came back from Thailand, and they thought they were traveling alone.
Ah,
So when we come back from Bali, ladies, be careful. So Katrina, you're gonna share like what resonated with you just now, like where we are at about pursuing our dreams, pursuing our business.
exactly that. I'm on the cusp of stepping out of my comfort zone enormously because for 20 years I've been doing remedial massage as my key focus, as opposed to moving into the naturopathy, nutrition, herbal medicine side, which I've been slowly rebuilding, but it's shifting the focus. So that just helped me to go that leap of faith to follow that and do what I'm wanting to do. I still don't know how it's all going to come together, but it will somehow.
It will. You got us. You and Tamara, everyone got us here. For all the brain put together, we're so powerful and very scary.
We've got it.
Helen, where are you at?
Just saying, watch out for that psychic boom. For me, it's always been about when you're moving towards, everything's got to be in alignment with your passion. Because when it isn't, something is off.
Very
And
good.
that's when I know I have to do something.
That's what I meant by living true to you. Because if we are just doing for the sake of the dollar sign, it won't last. Again, do a research on the billionaires. How many of the billionaires was actually thinking, I'll just do something good? Okay.
We're all waiting for the answer going, how many?
Do the research. I make you work. Remember,
She hasn't
I'm
got
the
a clue, so
coach.
she's going to make us do it.
And then come back and tell me and share with the group so we learn something new. Anyone else would like to share what resonated with you tonight? Because this is important. It's important for us to start living our dream. It might not show up tomorrow straight away, but as long as we are starting, remember that 1%, 1 millimeter shift, 1% shift, you end up 37% improvement each year. Everyone's very quiet. Is my dream going to come true? Never settle, because I can't remember which state in America, because there's a lot of gold mine and things like that, right? So this family has done a lot of research and knowing, and everyone pull money together, say, we are going to find the gold. They found something, but what wasn't the exact amount of gold that they have forecasted, because, nowadays, geography and things like that, that was about, these are 50, 60 years ago, but you still can do the scan of the land. So they did digging and digging, and then people started losing faith, start questioning themselves. And then finally, they decided, let's sell all the equipment and sell the land as well. So another family bought the business over, and then they started digging. And it wasn't long, 2 feet away from where they stopped, they found a whole bunch of gold. What's the moral of the story?
Never give up.
Remember, it's not the destination. You're traveling towards the horizon. The journey is actually more important. So when you have a dream, go for it.
Keep it alive.
Don't stop until your last breath. Don't stop. Because I'm actually still very artistic. I actually wanted to be an artist since young. But I was taught and trained in a different way. Artists will make a lot of money, but only after you are dead.
That's what I was told. what I was told when I wanted to be an artist. Oh, you'll only make money when you're dead.
I know, but now
Same with a writer and same with a singer.
I'm not
I
sure.
was
of it.
told I was told that they don't make enough money to earn a living, you know, don't earn enough to make a living.
The
Because
only
I
time
wanted
that
to be an
happens is
artist
when
too.
Mm, yeah. Well, guess what? The NFT, yeah, cryptocurrency, they actually have the digital arts. Some young kids could make 100K overnight.
Mm.
But don't quote me that Catherine said told me to go for crypto, so I'll be a millionaire like overnight. It's a lot of research in there as well. But I'm not a guru. Okay. All right. Anything to share? I forgot to ask you guys your big win. So would you like to go into the group and share your win so that we could cheer you on and keep going? And Adele, like, have you found out whether you can take the leave off for Bali, because I need to finalize the number.
I'm pretty sure I can actually. So
You can. Okay.
I think I can. Yep.
Oh, you can. All right. Could you confirm like early next Monday or Tuesday, because I need to finalize the number with the resort.
Yeah.
Okay.
will do.
So I will
Okay.
hustle you then. All right. Please come with us. The girls can't wait to have you with us.
that'll be fun.
It will be.
Good, good, good. So I'll let the group know it's one spot left, ladies.
Mhm.
Mhm.
So, yep. Okay. I'll talk to you about it later, Catherine.
I can't let all your partners come, okay?
No, they don't want to. They're not coming. I'm not going to let them.
So that we girls can have a lumber party without your partner, okay?
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, text me, okay?
Yep.
Boom.
Yeah. Well, Helen, you'll be coming to us with to America, I reckon. All right. So be confident, be you ladies, and please reach out to either myself or everyone. You don't have to be doing this alone.
No.
Okay. Even in the group chat, just FXCK, then people will know. Oh, just text Anna, tell us a joke. All right, I'll let you guys go. Adele, thanks for coming. It has been a long day, it looks like. Take care, everyone.
Bye.
Bye.